Hello and happy Friday. My name is Michael Leeserman here with the Trial Guide's tip of the day. The date is December 19th, 2025, and our tip today comes from Michael Cowan's book, Big Rig Justice, a comprehensive guide to maximizing value in truck accident cases. Here to read today's tip is Michael Cowan. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. You need to know the safety rules to hold unsafe companies accountable. The economic pressure to break the rules is great. Your case needs to impose a cost that eclipses the benefit companies receive from breaking safety rules. You make the world safer by forcing the company to fully compensate your client.
So I love that we can actually make the world safer through the work we do. I do a lot of safety advocacy work. I know you do too. And it can be frustrating, whatever time you spend in DC or in your state capital, it seems to not get the attention of the decision makers as much as a big verdict against them.
Well, it's an unfortunate reality with regulators. One, no matter how well-intentioned they are, they're overwhelmed. Like in trucking, for example, I believe, 90% of trucking companies have never had a safety rating. They've never been fully audited by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, and that's not just true in trucking, it's many industries. And when they do find violations, the fines or penalties are so watered down that the companies really do have an economic benefit to break the rules, pay the little slap on the wrist fine because the money they make from breaking the rules, is greater than the penalty for breaking them. So the other problem we have is just lobbyists and industry capture. The trucking companies and other corporations that are regulated, they have lobbyists. They have campaign contributions to Congress people. And all that creates incredible pressure on these regulators not to do a whole lot to them. But verdicts make a difference. When companies have to potentially pay millions of dollars, they change their safety policies. They train their employees. They buy safer equipment. Sometimes we have to do it through money. Sometimes we can do a combination of money. And if you have a case where you've really got the defendant on the ropes, that you could even get them to agree to incorporate safety changes as part of a settlement, which clients love, we love. It just makes everyone feel good.
Yeah, I know you and I have both done that a bunch because a verdict or a settlement can make the world safer. Give an example for people who maybe don't do that.
Yeah, I had a case. We had been trying it for a week, and over the weekend, the defense counsel reached out to me and said, would you like to re-engage in settlement negotiations? Because they had totally broken down. We were miles apart. And I said, well, I need to talk to my clients. But I said, before I do and talk to them about money, would your company be willing to change its policies to prevent this from happening again in the future? And a couple hours later, she actually said yes. And it really changed the way we viewed the negotiations, because at first we were, I don't know, angry is the right word, disappointed that a company that had killed someone, the jury didn't know, but we know that they killed someone else in the past with a very, very similar crash. And they weren't planning on doing anything to prevent it from happening in the future. And we felt like we needed to have a substantial verdict to change them and to let the industry know. Now, we still got really, really good compensation on the case, but the fact that they were willing to make a change and save the next life really made my clients feel like they were honoring their loved one who had passed away. And honestly, I'd never get that emotional about a settlement, but I cried.
That's amazing that as lawyers, we can help our clients heal. We can do so while making the world safer. And sometimes even, uh, I get the sense defense counsel likes to be part of that kind of thing.
I will tell you, it changed everything. She actually seemed excited a little bit about making the world a little safer. And it totally changed, I think, the way they viewed us when we said, hey, before we talk money, let's talk about saving someone else's life. It's totally against, I guess, the code that people have, the caricature of plaintiff's attorneys that all we care about is money. And I actually had someone ask me, like, well, aren't you worried that you're going to cost yourself the next case? I said, no, I'm thrilled if I cost myself the next case.
Some very inspirational words today. Thank you so much for being here, Michael Cowan.
Well, thank you for having me.
Let's take a deep breath together and be grateful to be alive this Friday. May the work that we do today help to reduce the suffering in the world, in our own lives, in our clients' lives, in the lives of everyone we touch. May we repair the world with the work we do. May we accomplish justice with the work that we do. May we fiercely and compassionately champion our clients' causes. I'm going to ring a bell 3 times now. This can take you into a meditation practice, a prayer practice, or just let the sounds wash over you and remind you, I'm alive. It's Friday. Go out, do good things. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and have fun while you're doing it.